thinks we don't see hurts California.
This ad you've likely seen would have you believe Congressman Jeff Denham is doing something behind the backs of Californians. But is he? Let's look at the claims in this ad. To help us, we have the director for the Project for an Informed Electorate at Sacramento State, Kim Nalder, as well as political science professors Danielle Martin and Christopher Towler. Here's the first claim.
While he thinks we're not looking, what is Jeff Denham doing? Denham took over $300,000 from the insurance industry.
So, did he take that money?
According to the Center for Responsive Politics, if we're looking at just this election cycle, it looks like Denham has fewer than the $300,000 in donations from the insurance industry.
But what if we consider his political career as a whole?
That's true. He did take that much money over the course of his entire career. It's not the case that it's sort of more recent or around the health care controversy in recent years, but it is true that he's taken that amount of money over his career.
So call this one true. Here's the ad's next claim.
And voted to gut protections for people with pre-existing conditions.
So, did he gut those protections? For that, we have to rewind the clock to a vote in May 2017 on the American Health Care Act, a Republican plan that would have replaced the Affordable Care Act.
What it would have done is made it so that insurance companies didn't have as many restrictions on how much they could charge for those with pre-existing conditions. And so by removing some of those limitations, then it likely would have priced a lot of people with pre-existing conditions out of their insurance.
And here's Denham's vote in support of the bill, so call this one mostly true. Here's the ad's next claim.
Over 300,000 people in our Central Valley community could lose their care.
According to the Center for American Progress, there are over 300,000 individuals with pre-existing conditions in his district.
This claim is also based on Denham's 2017 vote to support the Republican health care plan. Keep in mind, it never became law, but if it did, would people with pre-existing conditions actually lose their coverage?
That doesn't necessarily mean that all of them would lose their coverage. And so again, this claim is kind of true in that there is the potential for that many individuals to lose coverage with pre-existing conditions, but it's unlikely that every single one would.
On this claim, kind of true. The focus on Denham's 2017 vote doesn't end there. The ad continues.
Denham even voted to let those insurance companies charge older Californians up to 5 times more.
5 times more? Really?
The Affordable Care Act had a limit in it wherein older voters or older citizens could be charged up to 3 times as much as younger people. The Republican efforts as of late have raised that to 5.
But that increase is not guaranteed.
It's still up to the states to determine that, and so the states can kind of put that on hold or intervene if they feel they need to.
We rate this claim kind of true. Now the ad's final claim.
AARP calls it an age tax.
It's true. AARP calls it an age tax, says it right there. But is it right to call it an age tax?
I would say it certainly is a penalty on those who are elderly. In terms of it's not a direct tax on them, but it certainly could be.
So who's behind this ad? Let the soft, speedy voice at the end of this commercial explain.
House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
According to their website, the House Majority PAC is a super PAC that wants to hold Republicans accountable and help Democrats win seats in the House. It was formed 7 years ago. Given this ad's negative nature, who's behind it, and the fact that this is a close House race in a midterm that could change control of Congress, here's how our experts rate this ad overall.
Overall, the ad is mostly true. There are a couple tiny things that are somewhat misleading, but overall, all of the claims hold up to scrutiny.
Overall, I'd say it's mostly true.
Overall, I would say that this ad's mostly true.